Okay, let's take you from that now to some delicious recipes. As we dive into the festive season, taste buds craving traditional sweets, evoking the warmth, the love, the celebration that we associate with Diwali. So far on the show, we've kept a big focus on health. So we've told you, eat the sweets, but try to get healthy versions. We've talked a little bit, for example, about ragi versions, gluten-free versions. Today, we have a more traditional recipe for you. We're delighted to have back on the show Maal Subramaniam from the Home Cooking Show. Every day, she shows her millions and millions of followers how to make recipes, the twists you can do to make them more efficiently. Today, she's going to be showing us this classic Indian dessert, Maal Pua. She'll be showing you how to make this delicacy. It's often served, remember, at temples, in households, during Diwali and other festivals. It's a symphony, an absolute symphony of flavors and textures. Take a look at this delicious recipe.
I'm Maal Subramanian, and today on the Breakfast Club, I'm going to show you how to make these delicious Maal Puas. Now, normally Maal Puas are made with maida, that is all-purpose flour, but today we're going to make it with atta, that is wheat flour. So why wait? Let's get started and check it out. To a bowl, I've taken 1 cup of atta, that is wheat flour instead of maida. This is a 250 ml cup measurement. Next, add a 1/4 cup of semolina, that is suji rava. To this, I'm adding about a tablespoon of powdered sugar. Next, add half teaspoon of cardamom powder, half teaspoon of fennel powder, and give it all a nice mix. Next, I'm adding 2 cups of boiled and cooled milk. This is a 250 ml cup measurement. So in total, I'm adding about 500 ml of milk. After adding the milk, mix everything well. Using a whisk would be very convenient for this. After mixing, you can see that the batter is in a lovely pouring consistency. Let this sit for about 30 minutes. Next, we're going to make the sugar syrup. For this, to the saucepan, I'm adding 1.5 cups of sugar. Next, add about 1.5 cups of water. So this is a 1:1 ratio. Once the sugar dissolves and comes to a rolling boil, I'm adding a few saffron strands. So let this boil for about 5 minutes on medium flame. After 5 minutes, let's check on the sugar syrup. The sugar syrup should be a bit thick. It should just feel a bit thick, but it should not become too sticky or it should not have a string consistency. So the sugar syrup is done. Keep this aside. Here's a quick tip for you. In case the batter is too runny after 30 minutes, you can just add about 1 or 2 tablespoons of wheat flour, that is atta, to give it a quick mix to get the right batter consistency. So our Maal Pua batter is ready. Let's start making the Maal Puas. Next to the pan, add about a 1/4 cup of oil. Once the oil is hot, pour a ladle of the batter in the center of the pan. Maintain on a low throughout. Fry on one side for about 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes, you can gently flip it to the other side. Using tongs to flip the Maal Puas will be very convenient. So you can see after I have flipped it, there is a nice golden ring there, a nice rich dark brown ring. This will give you a nice crispiness to the edges. Make sure you fry on both sides to get a lovely golden brown color. Once it's cooked, remove the Maal Pua from the oil and keep it aside. Make these in batches of about 4 or 5. Once you've made the Maal Puas, gently drop them into the sugar syrup. Let this soak in the sugar syrup for at least a minimum of 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you can remove them from the syrup and serve it immediately. There you go, you can see these lovely golden and delicious Maal Puas, which are ready to be enjoyed. I'm just garnishing them with some chopped pistachios. They make for a perfect festive sweet recipe. I really enjoyed those Maal Puas. They were so tasty and so juicy. This is a great recipe that you can make for this Diwali. Make sure to follow all the steps to get it perfectly. So do try it and celebrate with your family and friends, and keep watching The Breakfast Club.